How's it guys, welcome back. I'm Macon Campbell and this is maconSTUFF. So I may be biting off way more than I can chew with this project, as today I'm going to try some leather work. Now this is quite obviously something that I've never ever tried to do before, so it's a pretty daunting task, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Today I'm going to try and make a new pouch for my Leatherman. I've been carrying this specific pouch for quite some time. It must be at least 3 or 4 years now. As you can see, the Velcro on here is non-existent. This just won't do anymore. Now I know an easier way would probably just be to replace the Velcro on here, but I believe that a Leatherman should be carried in a leather pouch. I mean, come on, it's right there in the name. So I went out this morning and got some leather offcuts and some supplies, all the while trying to spend as little money as I possibly could. And this is what I got. Firstly and most important, I got this nice big piece of leather offcut, roughly about 3 millimeters thick. Next I got this stitching twine. I got 2 different sizes because I wasn't exactly sure what size I was going to need. This is unwaxed twine, so I got some beeswax as well. Inside there are 2 needles. I got some dark brown leather twine. And then lastly I got a couple of press studs along with the closing tool for these specific studs. Now you'll notice that one of the most important things is missing here, and that is the hole punching tool. Now the only tool that they had in the shop was terribly expensive. It was $890 in my currency, which would probably run about 60 or 70 US dollars. That's a lot more than I wanted to spend for this project, so I'm just going to figure out another way to get the holes. So before I started with this pouch, I wanted to give my Leatherman a bit of a service. I have been carrying it for a number of years now and it hasn't been cleaned or serviced once. Many of you will probably be thinking that I should just drop it off at a Leatherman service agent and have it serviced, but unfortunately there are no service agents in my country. There are sales agents, but they don't do services. I can drop my Leatherman off with them, but they'll have to send it off to South Africa, and it'll probably take about 3 months before I get my Leatherman back. So I scratched that idea. What I wanted to do initially was take the whole Leatherman apart and clean all the parts individually and then put it back together. But I couldn't find the specific tool needed to loosen the bolts on the Leatherman. So next I went onto YouTube. I found a couple of guys that would take Ziploc bags and use WD-40, spray it onto the Leatherman and then put it inside the bag, add a bit more WD-40 inside the bag and leave it to stand for a while. And then take it out and give it a clean. So I decided to do that. So I don't know if WD-40 eats through plastic, but I did notice that after putting the Leatherman and the WD-40 inside the Ziploc bag, it did start to leak and I couldn't understand why. So I put that bag inside another bag and it still kept on leaking after that. So eventually I just took a normal plastic shopping bag and wrapped it up in there. And that is what I have right here. So before I get started on the pouch, I'm going to take this thing out of the bag and see what it looks like. Give it a good cleaning, as I'm going to need to get measurements off of this to make the pouch. So let's get started. There we go guys, it's done. Words simply cannot describe how happy I am with how this turned out. When I started out this project, my hope was simply just to end up with something that looked half decent and functioned well. But what I ended up with truly surpassed my expectations. I could never in my wildest dreams have expected that it would turn out this well. It just goes to show, you know, if you're willing to try something, even if it's something you've never done before, you can sometimes be very pleasantly surprised at what you're capable of. So with that said, I won't waste any more of your time. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more projects, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification icon so that you can get notified if I upload new videos. Thank you guys very much for watching. So till next time, keep making stuff.